What's good, what's good? Welcome back to the Ghetto Logic Show. We're still falling on a budget, baby. Okay, but we're taking a whole different twist here. We're taking the road that way it is, but we're taking a different twist, okay? I call this episode Video Game Buying for Dummies. No, I'm not calling you a dummy, but let me tell you something. If you're not a video game fan and you're just going out there to catch that special gift for that special someone, I'm going to show you the way that you can guarantee that that's going to be a perfect gift and not a perfect flop. Listen, there's lots of systems out there. A lot of people own multiple systems. Okay, that's a given. Okay. There's also a lot of choices as far as video games. There's good ones, there's bad ones, and there's the ones that I call the quickies. Meaning that you play it for a few days, you're excited about it, but then after a while it just sits on the shelf and you never touch it again. So, whether you're falling on a budget to buy someone a new system, okay, that's geared towards parents, grandparents. Maybe you've got a preteen and, you want to give them something special. They did good in school, so you want to hook them up with something special, okay? Or you're buying what they call the software, which are the actual games that you put into the system, okay? If you follow this guide, I can guarantee that your gift will be well appreciated. However, if you don't follow this guide, there's a good chance that they're going to be heading back to some store saying, I don't want this game. Alright? Listen, it's the Ghetto Logic Show. This is how we do things. We're still falling on a budget. Stick around, baby. Stick around. Get out of the business!
Welcome to the desert of the real.
What's good? What's good? It's the Ghetto Logic Show, you sons of bitches. Okay, first things first. Where do you start? I'm going to start with the video game console because I'm sure there's a lot of kids out there that did really good in school that may not have a system presently, but there's probably a grandparent or a parent that wants to reward them. So where do you go first to decide which system you're going to get? Okay, the major players right now are the Wii, okay, don't get, okay, the PlayStation 3, and the Xbox 360, my favorite. Okay, so how do you decide which one you're going to get? Okay, again, unless it's a family gift and there's lots of little kids running around the house, I'm not going to suggest the Wii. I have nothing against Nintendo. I had a Super Nintendo, I had a Super Famicom, I had a Super SNES. So, I'm not saying it's a bad system. However, the crop of games are geared towards very tame family enjoyment and little kids. I'm not gonna lie, that's just the way I feel, but that's my choice. So let's just take the Wii, unless you fit that category of little kids and you just want a system for complete family entertainment, I'm gonna take the Wii out the box. Go get it if you need it for that reason, okay? But let's move over to the major plays, which is gonna be the PS3, PlayStation 3, and the Xbox 360. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I like the Xbox 360, okay? I'm not gonna lie. However, with the whole Blu-ray thing, right now, their community is free to connect to. That is gonna change from what I understand. There's grumblings around where they're gonna have a subscription plan. But I think for the computing power, it is a little bit, a tad more powerful, okay? Now, you put that up against the Xbox 360. The 360 does have a paid subscription. It's called Live. You either get a card or you put your credit card online. And that's how you connect to battle other people. They give you a lot of extra content to kind of make you not look at the cost, but there's still a cost involved. Okay? You can get Live without paying anything, but you just can't battle other people online, which is the whole purpose of getting Live. Okay? The Xbox being part of the Microsoft family kind of connects with everything in your household. So you can use it like the media streaming device. Okay, if you have a Zoom, you can hook up your Zoom to it. Zooms are wireless, so therefore you can put your Zoom wherever you want and play music through your TV. All three players have the Netflix option, Facebook, all that other good stuff. You can basically do on all three systems. However, what I look at is the library of games that I am more likely to buy. The Xbox 360 for me seems to have that. It has my fighters, it has my shooters, and it has those titles that are exclusive, such as Halo. Okay, no matter what you do, you'll never play Halo on a PlayStation 3. However, PlayStation 3 has their games that are basically Sony based and owned by Sony, and you'll never play on the Xbox 360. So, to not make it even more complicated, what you need to do is you need to speak to the person in a cool way, whether you're out shopping or whatever, and find out what kind of games they like, okay, and are they really interested in any exclusive titles. That makes your job a lot easier. With that being said, another thing that you can do if you don't want to take the cat out of the bag, you know, you can actually go online. If it's your child, I mean, most parents know what their children like to a certain extent. Okay, and this is another good reason why the internet is there. Once you get an idea or feel for what type of games that your child likes, I'm going to suggest that you go over to sites such as IGN, GameFan, G4, and find out what other people are saying about the systems. You're going to find a lot of bad reviews and a lot of good reviews for each system because you have what I call diehards. These are people that no matter what, they're going to stay with either the PS3, the Wii, or the Xbox 360, no matter what happens. Okay, a prime example of that is the Dreamcast. Back when the PS2 was out and the Dreamcast, which is now a dead system, believe it or not, if you go online, there's a huge community of people that actually are mad at Sega for killing the Dreamcast. And there was actually a homegrown video game that was put out over in Europe that Sega signed off on and was like, all right, you made it, it's cool, go ahead, do what you gotta do. So you have to take that into account, you know, because you're gonna have the PS3 people that's gonna sit inside the Xbox 360 forums and say the Xbox 360 sucks. So you have to kind of take everything in and then make a decision, all right? Now, the next thing that you're gonna do while you're on the internet, and again, I went over this in the Ghetto Survival Guide, as well as Ghetto Survival Guide presents 101 ways to survive these tough economic times, is you're going to go over the Slick Deals and you're going to sign up. You're going to get a username and password. And what you're going to do is you're going to send yourself alerts, okay? During the holiday season, systems or manufacturers of systems like Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo, their main thing is to get the system into your house, okay? It's almost like the razor and the blade. We'll give you the razor for real cheap because we're going to get the back-end money off of the game. So their main purpose is to get the system in your house, okay? So during this time of year, you're going to see a lot of bargains, okay? But they're easy to miss. The online bargains go very quick. They'll sell out very good. They call it the Slick Deal effect. People find out about it, they log in, they buy it. Before you know it, you're trying to get into the site 3 days later, and it's not moving, okay? So what you want to do is you want to once you pick the system, you want to set up an alert. If you chose Xbox 360, you're going to set alert for Xbox 360, 3 thumbs up or better, okay? And what's going to happen is every time a deal comes up, you're going to get an email which is going to give you a chance to go ahead, run, and purchase that item at a discounted price, okay? I'm not going to say wait till the last minute when things go rock bottom, when stores need to get rid of their stock. The reason why I'm going to tell you not to do that is because you might find yourself without one, okay? Right now, I think the hot gift right now is going to be the Kinect. Okay, so if you're thinking about it, getting Connect, which I have one already, and I'm gonna put a link down at the bottom of this post on the website so you can, click and go look for all the sites that I'm talking about. The Connect is selling out kind of quick. I mean, even Microsoft is saying only one per customer. Okay, so you don't want to wait till the last minute. You don't want to wait. Yeah, I've got Amazon Prime. I've got 2-day free shipping, so I'm going to order this on the 22nd. You might find on the 22nd that you're getting an email on the 23rd saying temporarily out of stock. So I'm always going to say never wait till last minute. If you see a good deal, most video game systems have what I call a stamped in price, which means it's $199, $299, $399. And that's the suggested retail, and most distributors stick with that price point, okay? And I'm definitely going to tell you, buying expensive systems, I mean, I sell on eBay, I like eBay, but during the holiday season, the holiday season, there's a lot of room for fraud, and by the time you get your money back, and you're still left with the fact that your gift never got there. So I'm going to say, kind of stay away from eBay. Okay, you can do this on your own and still save money. Okay, now you set up your alerts. You get an email saying System X is marked down by $100, only 1,000 left. Okay, you need to order that. Okay, you need to order that, and you need to make sure that you're going with reputable merchandiser or store or online store, whatever. Again, you can use reviews online to find out if a certain retailer is trustworthy. Okay, again, nothing bites like waiting for something to come that never comes. I've actually had it happen to me, and it sucks. And it takes about any place from 7 to 14 days to get your money back. Okay, so with that being said, we've got the video game system out the way. If you got any questions, please write me. I'll write you back if you need further help on this. So what we're going to do, again, this is Video Gaming for Dummies. What we're going to do is we're going to A, find out what kind of system will be the best fit for the person that we're buying it for. B, we're going to sign up with Slick Deals. Okay, that's slickdeals.net. We're going to sign up with them. We're going to have a login and a password, and we're going to set alerts for the system that we chose. Okay, so now we're getting emails every time there's a bargain that has 3 thumbs up or better. Okay, the next step that we're going to do is when we go to purchase, we're going to make sure that we're purchasing from a reputable retailer. Very important. Okay, and the last point, we're not going to wait till the last minute. Again, nothing sucks like giving a card saying your video game system is on the way. You'll probably get it on the 29th or the 30th. Okay? So those are the points as far as buying a video game system. Okay? And remember, buy it within your means. Okay? I kind of live by the whole thing of, if I got you the system and a couple of games, as far as the peripherals and everything else, like the extra joysticks and stuff like that, if the person is an adult, they can get that on their own. If they're preteens or teens and they're still living under your household and they basically, they're just getting allowance or whatever, I would make that a reward factor for continue. I mean, that's just me. That's what I like to do. It's like, okay, I got you the system. You want this, this, and this. You're going to have to show and prove to me that it's worth me taking that extra money out of my pocket. Again, we're balling on a budget. Money doesn't grow on trees. If it does, could you please point me to the direction of the money tree? Ghetto Logic Show, moving on.